So, it's a Saturday edition of Jimmy and the Fat Man, but it's Fat Man on location today. I'm going to the football, Collingwood versus Richmond at the MCG. Jimmy's back with his mum for Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day tomorrow for all the mums, just in case I don't get on here. Mama Bear, our beautiful mum, it's Mother's Day, so we should get on tomorrow. I hope you've got something really special planned for your mum tomorrow. Collingwood versus Richmond. Geez, today's an interesting game. Collingwood beating the Gold Coast Suns last Sunday, which we showed here at Jimmy and the Fat Man on location. Don't really know what to take from that game. Gold Coast are struggling at the moment, and of course Richmond demolished West Coast, but as we all know, West Coast are bottom of the ladder and have only played one game this year, and happened to be against Collingwood. It's the only game this year where they've put up a semblance of a fight, but we all knew that was going to happen. Everyone knew except Collingwood that was going to happen, apparently. So look, big game, of course, as always happens. Dustin Martin, Trent Cotchin back against Collingwood, but I mean, we know Trent Cotchin, even if he was fit to play, they weren't going to risk him against West Coast last week. And for Collingwood, Jack Madgen is the sub, so really surprised. I thought he actually played one of his better games for Collingwood last week. He's a bit of a whipping boy for the Pies fans. And of course, as what always happens, it doesn't matter what time I leave, I'm just pushing about whether I'm going to get there on time. But look, it's no hands, so it's stuck on the hands-free thing, so well done. But look, I still think Collingwood are going to win. Listening to the radio this morning, a lot of them are saying that Dustin Martin doesn't have the match practice to really have too much of a factor on today's game, but it's Dustin Martin. He at 60% is better than 95% of the competition at 140%. He's one of the players. I mean, you always, when a team has a player that's dominant, you always say, oh, they're overrated. Dustin Martin ain't overrated. Those couple of grand finals, particularly the one against Geelong, where he basically won the game off his own boot. I don't see how you could say he's anything but the best player in the competition when he's at his peak. And there's not even another player that's in the conversation. So he being back today worries me a little bit. I just think that he has the capacity to go up forward and turn a game on its absolute head in 5 minutes. And he only needs 9 or 10 possessions, kick 2 or 3 goals when Collingwood are just starting to either come back or just starting to put the stamp on the game. So look, be very aware. Collingwood, don't think that you're going to get this one all your way. But look, having said that, Collingwood's forward line, despite the fact that it's been a rotating conundrum, it's been really good. We've kicked over 100 points 3 times this year. Our defence is giving away 1 more goal a game. I thought it would have been a lot more, but look, it is 1 more goal a game at this time. So looking at our defence, seeing it against with Lynch and Riewoldt, I'm guessing Moore will probably take Riewoldt and Howe will take Lynch. That's how I see it. Midfield battle is going to be phenomenal today. Both teams have really, really good midfield, very fast midfields, which is going to be really, really good to see. De Goey versus Dustin Martin, again, is going to be terrific, considering, even Jordan De Goey's had a couple of weeks sick, and there's been a bit of a bug flying through Collingwood. Apparently, the same bug's going through Richmond as well. So that's an interesting development there. And of course, both forward lines. When you go up to Collingwood's forward line, it's always a makeshift forward line. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they go. Obviously, with Myercheck there, I can see that he's Mr. Reliable. Brody Myercheck. He saved us against the Suns last week, so good on him. So look, I'll leave it there. I didn't do a Thursday night football. I half did one and then just didn't get a chance to record it. So when I half did it, I tipped the Pies by 15 points. I tipped the Pies by 15 points. So look, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to tip Collingwood by 15 points. It's going to be tight all game. and then it'll just be a matter of whose forward line just happens to eke a couple of extra goals out of their forwards. And look, when you put them both to paper, you probably say that's going to be Richmond. But I just think Collingwood's midfield will have a bit too much class for Collingwood's midfield will have a little bit too much class for Richmond, and the fact that Richmond don't have a dominant ruckman. I mean, Gold Coast had Jared Witts, who pretty much was getting tap-outs at will last week, but Richmond don't really have that. Having said that, now you watch Name Curves get 347 tap-outs and 150 of them to advantage. But yeah, Collingwood by 15 points. I'll be with you at each interval to give you my take on each quarter as it progresses. And then, as always, the Fat Man Award, which I think Jack Crisp is leading at the moment as our best player. So interesting to see if someone can overtake him. So thank you for joining Collingwood versus Richmond at the MCG. Fat Man on location. I'll see you at quarter time, unless I've got something to say beforehand. Jack Madge in the sub. So it's quarter time at the G. Got a bit heated at the end, which is good, because otherwise it's been a terrible game. Richmond 3-3-21, leading Collingwood 2-3-15. For the goalkeepers for the Tigers, Lynch, it's not updated, Lynch, Castagna, and someone else. And for the Pies, it's Ginnivan and McCreary have their goalkeepers. Let me just see if I can refresh this. But yeah, it's been really poor quality. Both teams turning it over a lot. Look at Lynch's goal was a missed sporting opportunity by Moore. The next goal was Pendlebury missing a tackle, and the next pass that was a really poor position by side bottom to drop a Shepherd, which would play out of the nasty ball contest. Who's going to take an easy mark? It does look like it's refreshing. So look for the Pies. I know that side bottom is actually having a good game. His last couple of weeks have been really, really good. Here we go. So for Richmond, Lynch, Solder, and Castagna have goals. For the Pies, Ginnivan and McCreary. In regards to disposals, for the Pies, Short has 11, Lynch and Graham have 10 possessions, Cochin 7. And for the Pies, Sidebottom has 8, Pendlebury 7, Noble, Cameron, Lipinski, Nick Dacos, the goalie, have 6. In regards to stats, Richmond 12 more possessions, going at better efficiency as well. Collingwood 1 more free kick. Getting smashed with the head, 18-3. Richmond have clearances as well, 11-9. Goes what I said at the start of the game. That game's going to get 350 hit-outs. Inside 50s, which were leading 15-12. So it's a fairly even game. Although Richmond's goals have come off Collingwood mistakes, with Collingwood's 2 new goals. Actually, off the head of it was that Richmond's mistake would be too high for anyone's game. Richmond have interchanged more, 18-14. Let's see how we go in the second half. Final 3 quarters, I still think Collingwood by 15. Alright, so we're here at half time, and that was shocking. This definitely our worst performance for the year. And that quarter, the Tigers kicked 6-4. They kicked 3-4 in the first 10 minutes and 3 goals in the last 5. And Collingwood kicked 3-4, got it down to 1 goal, and then completely lost our way with some really bad free kicks. And you know what? They were all there. The free kicks that Richmond got have all been there, except for one. That's the Martin one when he got. Yeah, no, actually that was there too. Soft, but it was there. Richmond leading 9-7-61, 2-5-7-37. Arsenal's having a mare. He's having an absolute mare. He's getting tailed up by Tom Lynch. Absolutely tailed up. I mean, for a full forward, Tom Lynch, 18 possessions, 4 marks, 14 kicks, 5 goals. Goal kickers, we might well go to the goal kickers for the Tigers. Lynch has 5, Castagna, Cochin, Soldo, Rewalt, the singles. And for the Pies, McCreary, Henry, Mychek, Oscar Elliott, and Ginnivan, the singles. For the possession winners for the Pies, Crisp DeGoey 14, Dacos, Nick 13, Pendlebury 12, Adams 11, Noble, Lipinski, Cameron and Quaynor with 10. For the Tigers, Lynch and Short with 18, Graham and Cochin 15, Bolton 14, Martin 12, and Nankervis with 10. Let's have a look at some stats. Richmond 18 more possessions. They're going at less efficiency. They've had 3 more free kicks, but look, no complaints there. Taken 1 more mark inside 50, 26 more hit outs, which means they've had more clearances. They've had 1 more tackles, they've been harder at the ball, and 5 more inside 50s. And they're going at 52% kicking efficiency, whereas Pies are going at 42. So there you have it. Yeah, so look, Moore's got a man up on Lynch. No more of this what do you call it, backing off thing, because he's getting murdered. They're just going through Lynch every single time, and the amount of uncontested marks the man has taken, it's frustrating. So look, down by 24 points. We've shown that we can pick the margin back. We've already done it. Whether we can do it again, I don't know. Well, last year we're 28 points down midway through the third, and we come back to 1. So hopefully we can do it again. But yeah, look, signs are looking good. We're not playing that well. Yeah, it's not our day today. It's not playing well. Very undisciplined. So I can't even really, like, if I was with the Fatman medal now, I couldn't even tell you. Like, side-bottom 8 possessions in the first quarter and got 1 then. Crisp is being really good link up. Pendlebury's tried to change things. So look, let's see how the second half goes. Collingwood down by 24 points. Look, the way things are going, I'm reversing my tip, Richmond by 18. Just not our day today. Richmond kicked 4-3 that quarter. We kicked 3-4. Twice at the post. Missed a couple of easy ones, going for snaps rather than drop punts. And Richmond leading 13-10, 88 to 8-11, 59. It's amazing you can go from kicking 15-3, 17-13 to then 8-11, and missing some easy shots today. Chris Begins our best player by the length of the River Nile. We'll have a look at the goal kickers for the Tides. Lynch is 5, Rewalt 2, Bolton, Martin, Castagna, Lambert, Cochin and Solvo the singles for the Pies, 2 to Molchik and Ginnivan. McCurry's kicked 1 goal, 4. Henry, Crisp, Oscar and Elliott singles. I mean, this shows only that it's not the VFL. In regards to disposals for the Pies, Crisp 24, Adams 21, the goalie 20. And for the Tides, Short and Cochin 24, Lynch 22, Williams. And there you go. We'll look at some stats. Yeah, Richmond have had more of the ball. They had more contested possession, more uncontested, taken more marks, more contested marks, more uncontested marks. They've had to take the 6 marks off 50, dominated the hit outs. So my call that the ruck was wrong before. And they've had 23 shots at goal, going at 51% efficiency. So for Collingwood to win, we just didn't have a flawless quarter. We haven't had too many of them this year. It's sort of like the third quarter against the Cats. So 3-quarter time, Richmond 13-10, 88, lead the Pies 8-11, 59.
Well, welcome back to Fatman in location. Game's ended. On my way home, luckily I got to get a park close to the car park next to the MCG. So I got to pretty much just get in the car and leave. Yeah, a bit of a debacle today. Look, let's not kid ourselves with those junk time goals we got. We got flogged today. I mean, even with 4 junk time goals, you still get beaten by 6 goals. Particularly with the way they got their last goal too. Just not good enough. Just not good enough. The thing that worries me is that we had an experienced side today. Can't say we had kids. You know, other than what, Aiden Begg, Nick Dacos, and that's it. There were our only 2 first-year players. Aiden Begg, Nick Dacos. You know, Ginnivan, 2nd year. Bianco's 3rd year. You know, McCreary's 2nd year. You know, Tyler Brown. Look, I don't like knocking kids. I don't like knocking players as well, because they give their all. They're better than me. But yeah, if you're gonna think as though with kids, to me, I've always believed if you're gonna pick them, keep them in the side. You know, there's no point picking Tyler Brown, giving his 10 possessions, 0 impact on the game, and then dropping him next week and picking his brother Callum Brown, so then he gets his 12 possessions. You know, just don't get it. You know, so yeah. Sorry about that. Just got a phone call. You get worried because, you know, I was just saying to a friend just then that if you told me that at, after round 8 we'd be 4 wins, 4 losses, I would have said to you, oh, look, I'd take that. But I would have thought that we would have been playing a lot younger sides than we're playing now, playing all kids. You know, Poulter still hasn't had a game yet. You know, McInnes, you got 2 games. McRae, kids, like I like Pick and Henry, pick him. Oh, you piece. Beg, I'm happy that if you get a pick him, but he's not a ruckman. I don't understand how, now that we've got Grundy not playing, we've got no other ruckman. We're getting slammed in the ruck by Nankervis. I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought this is our chance that our ruckman could get in there, but again, getting destroyed in the ruck. Oh, maybe I'm not giving Nankervis the respect he deserves. Yeah, I literally don't know what's going on at the moment. So just do a bit of navigating. I should go this way more often. Traffic. But look, yeah, so look, Richmond 17-13, 115. Defeat Collingwood 12-14, 86. We went back to our shock and kicking, and the difference is, you know, Richmond popping goals through from 50 after that. I mean, they were kicking accurately, but then I think that the last 8 scoring shots were 7-1. You know, just we're back to doing drop punts from outside 50. We're just popping them through, while we were, you know, snap. I mean, I'll continuing to miss. And again, the last quarter finally started kicking drop punts and we kicked goals. I guess that's just the way it is. Be really keen to see the press conference. We as a team played shocking. That was Darcy Moore's worst game. Look, I've been saying it all year. He's not playing as well as everyone's making it out to be. Again, don't like naming names and things, but we're getting bags kicked on us every single week. Our defence is costing us big time. So yeah, we lose by 37 points, which is a big loss. In the last quarter, Richmond kicked 4-1. We kicked 4-3. Let's have a look at the goal kickers. Yeah, look, Richmond had that game on a stick for their goals, for the goal kickers. Lynch 6, Bolton, Rewalt and Martin 2, Castagna. They'll just go with the singles, no point going too deep. And for the Pies, Ginnivan 3. Again, look, he's our best forward by the length of the River Nile. I mean, you can always count on him to, like, he didn't really have a big impact on the game, but you know what? Still kicked 3. Henry and Mychik and Will Hoskin-Elliott kicked 2. McCreary kicked 1 goal, 4. Look, I don't think he has enough of an impact in the game myself, Bo McCreary. Adams, Crisp were the other goal kickers. For disposal numbers for Richmond, you know, Graham 30, Cochin 29, Jesus, Short 27, Lynch 25. He only had 7 possessions in the second half, so you know that's 4 forward numbers, not 18. And for the Pies, Crisp and Lipinski 30 each, Adams and 29, Josh Dacos 25. Nick Dacos 25. Josh Dacos had a mare today. Pendlebury 24, Tagoe 22. And Tagoe's had a quite couple of weeks, maybe still a bit sick, but you know we've had a bit of illness going through the league. I mean, Josh Dacos had a mare. That's his worst game he's played, only 9 possessions. Yeah, that's shocking. That's absolutely shocking. But you know what? Why? Now we pick Imagine to play every week, and then again we finally play a team that has 2 tall forwards and we drop him. I just don't get it. More looked all at sea being an actual defender. He's an intercept defender. That's what he is. He's not a one-on-one defender. He's an intercept defender. He gets, every time he plays against a forward, he gets shown up. Anyway, look, that's the tail of the tape. So we got next week. Do we have the Blues next week? I think. Next week, we've got the Dogs on Friday night. Holy moly! They should be fun. At our traditional home, Collingwood playing the Bulldogs at Collingwood home game at Marvel Stadium. How does that make any logical sense. Well, there's a crowd there today. Anyway, look, let's get to the Fat Man medal. You know what? You got to go with Nick Dacos. I thought he tried his heart out. He got caught a couple of times early in the first quarter, early in the game, but he lifted. I want to give 2 votes to Lipinski, who he's had his 2 best weeks at the club the last 2 weeks. And then, yeah, look, Crisp, he's going to win our best and fairest by the length of the River Nile with the way things are going. So, 1 vote to Lipinski, so 1 vote to Nick Dacos, 2 votes to Lipinski, and 3 votes to Jack Crisp. Special mention to nobody else, because everyone else were just passengers. Even Pendles, 20 possessions, but I don't really think he'd done that well. Did that well, still side bottom. Yeah, got a few. Yeah, a lot of them were just, run-of-the-mill possessions. Jeremy Howe did okay, I thought, on Jack Rewalt, but even Jack Rewalt, if he kicked straight, he could have kicked 4 or 5 as well. So yeah, there you go. So that will end the football component of Jimmy and the Fat Man. Not sure what I'm going to tape tomorrow. So yeah, just basically a streaming day. Do I have anything on tomorrow? Mother's Day. So maybe I will do a big shout out to all the mothers tomorrow. But if I don't, big shout out to all the mothers. My beautiful wife, happy Mother's Day to you. My beautiful mum, happy Mother's Day to you. And to my mum Italia, my grandma, happy Mother's Day to you, beautiful. To my beautiful nonna, happy Mother's Day to you from heaven. And to my beautiful mother-in-law, Marie, mum, happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. Really miss you. Wish to be spending with you tomorrow. So look, I might do a little bit of filming tomorrow, depending on how things go. But look, thank you very much for joining us today on location. Fat Man on location. Jimmy and the Fat Man. Richmond defeated Collingwood. I won't be going to the football Friday night. It's my night with my boy, so I'll be spending with him. But we'll see how we go. So that's Jimmy and the Fat Man for Saturday. Hope you have a lovely, lovely Saturday night. And from my family to yours, peace.